So I wanted to take a minute to talk about the two pathways of darkness, the two pathways of addiction, or in other words, the two forms of triggers, emotional triggers. Now, these are both sequences. I'm a master numerologist, so these are frequency strands or pathways or sequences that I've coined. They are published in my book, Demetra's Number System, but it is a perfect way to understand all bad behavior. So this is going to apply to people that have personality disorders as well as people that do not. This is going to apply to every single human being. Narcissists, for example, are simply a caricature or a culmination point of inner child harm that influences or harms the personality development in such a manner that it causes extremely harmful modus operandi. Okay. Among other things. Another example of a culmination of inner child harm that's quite common is schizophrenia. Okay. Psychosis. This is another culmination point. When you truly dive into the psyche of beings in these sorts of patterns, cycles, disorders, you learn so much and you understand at the root of it all, it is always the same thing in all human beings. Now, the two pathways of oppositional behavior or addiction or darkness, so to speak, it can be an externalized opposition or darkness or an externalized opposition or darkness or release of the shadow self, is 257 as well as 857. When we're talking about 2 being the leading number in the sequence, we're talking about what has been done to us in our inner child. This is abandonment. This is betrayal. This is rejection. This is humiliation. Okay? There are several others. I've done videos on that specifically. You can visit my YouTube channel and type in 257 Demetra Douglas and it will come up. And when we talk about 857, we're talking about what we have done to others, or also circumstances relative to karma of the spirit or karma from past lives. Okay, this is another thing. So these are going to be a more subconscious experience. We may do things in a subconscious manner toward others that we then later have guilt around or regret. Okay, so we're talking about 257 being what has been done to us versus 857, which is what we have done to others. And these can tend to overlap, specifically in a huge regard for narcissists. And if you're lucky and you encounter a very verbal narcissist who actually will express things right before the light turns off and they start to spiral and dissociation kicks in, leading to then sadistic, dark, or oppositional or distant behavior. There it is. Now I'm going to post this related to narcissism, right? If you want to understand the two pathways of darkness or the two triggers that lead to the sadistic behavior from your narcissist, or lead to the mask, quote unquote, falling from your narcissist or by your narcissist. But I'm doing that because there is a huge community that is trying to desperately understand what they're dealing with. But I also want to reiterate the fact that this applies to all human beings. All human beings. If you know anyone's experiencing addiction, they are being triggered by 257 or 857 frequencies. You yourself, when you have those moments where you start to feel anxiety and you start ruminating and you start thinking about things, it's either about something that's been done to you or something you've done to others. It is soul-based. But I hope this helps. I truly do. Take care.